Grand Rising, everybody. Just to elaborate on the last video, what I was talking about as far as stolen motherfucking history. I try to look at the big overall perspective, like what is like the real concept of what anyone is doing. And I take that shit all the way back to Egypt because a lot of people like to root themselves in fucking Africa. I think it was a big ass motherfucking just a field. If you look at an overall perspective, say the whole world was your land. I look at that shit like a field, a science field. You know what I'm saying? Conducting experiments and shit. Because when you talk about the Old Testament and, you know what I'm saying, the back and forth and traveling through waters and shit, you know what I'm saying? You think about it, you think about normal shit today. You know what I mean? But to get at a point, what I was saying is just a thing that stands out that how I know that it was stolen history. If you go to science, they be like, okay, the first land peak to come up out of water, you know what I'm saying, blase squaze, that's where life originated at. Well, shit, don't America have the highest mountain peaks last time I checked? You understand? Then you go into the history of mound builders, and you know what I'm saying? And then if you know your history on that as far as like the mound people and all this other stuff. And then you got Egypt that, you know what I'm saying, I guess you can call that bitch like the first remix. Made everything all nice and pretty and shiny and shit, like presentable to the world, like some new age shit. But at the same time, I wouldn't say stolen history. I mean, you never know through time, but how I look at it today, it looked like it was stolen because how it's presented, like it was the beginning of all motherfucking things. How in the hell beginning of all things started about 3,000, 4,000 years ago? That itself don't make no motherfucking sense. Especially when you find the motherfucking bodies in fucking mounds and mountains and shit around this motherfucker. Like I say, I have a heavy thinking on the fact, like, just like the like with all the mountain peaks and everything I said before that, like, just one of the things that stand out is just like they preparation for death. You know what I'm saying? All the pharaohs didn't have no monuments and shit like that. I think they say they got this shit called the Valley of Kings and shit, where a lot of the motherfuckers and family members and shit, they plugged all into the mountain and shit. You know what I'm saying? So I go to thinking about that shit. I go to looking at our motherfucking mountain. Our mountains, shit, damn near, if not hundreds of thousands years old, millions of years old, if not older. You know what I mean? So with that being said, what the fuck is in our mountains? Or what the fuck they know what's in our mountains and they won't tell us? You know what I'm saying? Fucking hidden history like a motherfucker. Because of the simple fact, where they found Lucy at? They found Lucy, little 11, 12-year-old, and then they history on that shit is wrong as far as the little black girl, trying to compare her to a monkey. But they found her, I think it was the dude, one of the other, it was the dude or Lucy in South Carolina. That don't make no motherfucking sense, because South Carolina, that's damn near like sea level type shit. You dealing with levels of sea and shit like that there. So what the fuck came first? You know what I'm saying? What the hell is up in them cold ass motherfucking mountains and shit? Like, why is this history being presented, you know what I'm saying, as though we had a creator and we're not the creators? You understand? Like, we do all this shit with science, you know what I'm saying? Simple number systems, imagination and creation and results and shit. A lot of people call that shit magic or whatever the fuck whatever your preference is. You know what I'm saying? I just call it just life in general, you know what I'm saying? Just because it's that simple, you know what I'm saying? But, not to get off subject, the reason that's how I feel about people, you know what I'm saying, who sit up there and be talking all that bullshit, talking about let's go back to Africa and do this in Africa and all this other shit, when we have no essence of motherfucking Africa in us. No history of that shit. Everybody going off the simple fact that, oh, goddamn, I was taught this about Africa at this age. But you never stopped and said, okay, that's the basis of it, but did you ever fucking do your research or you just fucking ran with it? Because now, I mean, my whole thing is, who else in the fucking world is named after two continents? African, American? You understand? Like, you ain't even part of a country. You a continent. Like, y'all don't think about shit like that. You know You know what I'm saying? You don't want to because everything else seems so convenient, just being blind to the dumbass motherfucking fact. But you better wake the fuck up. Because guess what they doing? They doing the 2020 census thing. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know how I am about the census, bro. Them motherfuckers is crooked as 1790. God damn it. Them motherfuckers is crooked as 1790. But long story short, these motherfuckers are doing it again. But now they trying to make it like a little thing. I done seen commercials on this shit and all. But I try to tell people, man, look within inside your family, ask questions inside your family. Don't sit up here and think the oldest people in your family don't know shit, because that was what you was taught in the social media and in school and shit like that there. You taught that the people right up under you, your mamas, your daddies, your grandmas and granddaddies, don't know shit about their history too. That's what you assuming. Like, wake the fuck up. It's right here, y'all. Like, right here. It's right there in front of y'all face. Shit so simple. But nah, man. I just wanted to elaborate on that, man. Like I said, I got an opinion. Man. Shit, I'm not trying to save the world, but how are grand rising to old? You know what I mean? But shit, y'all got to get in deeper, man. This shit is... everything upside down. I'm gonna say that everything upside down, man. How are, man? Y'all take it easy, man. Have a good day. If you got some questions, go ahead, question that shit. If you like my shit, like it, subscribe, all that good shit. You know what I'm saying? We trying to reach 1,000 subscribers. We gonna reach 1,000 subscribers. We ain't trying. We gonna reach 1,000 subscribers. We gonna have people rock out with us. So, you know what I mean? And we just gonna be us on this motherfucker. You know what I mean? But yeah, man, shout out to the Straight To It podcast. Y'all catch my people. Y'all catch my people and great content creators like Jay Indy.